Hello, welcome to Health Bites. Today's topic is exercise. The Bible tells us in Genesis 2:15, the Lord God took the man and put him in the Garden of Eden to work it and take care of it. So from the beginning, our bodies were meant to move, to work, to exercise. We were created for action. A Surgeon General's report estimates that as many as 250,000 deaths per year in the U.S. are attributable to lack of regular physical activity. Inactivity is hazardous to your health. Did you know inactivity is hazardous to your health? The fact is that exercise is essential to our health. Just how much does inactivity increase one's risks? You'll be surprised. Research shows that individuals who lack regular exercise have similar risk of disease as those who smoke or who have extremely high cholesterol. As one author wrote, more people die for want of exercise than through overfatigue, and very many more rust out than wear out. Well, we live in a sedentary society, and that's a fact. For many, the greatest exertion of the day is getting out of bed, looking for the remote control, and maybe moving the fork to our mouths. We live in such a sedentary society that people are willing to drive around a parking lot numerous times just to find that closest parking spot. Well, here are some facts about our sedentary society according to the Centers for Disease Control. Inactivity increases with age. Inactivity is more common among women, and it is more common among those with lower income and less education. Children in the U.S. spend 75% of their waking hours inactive. They spend only 12 minutes per day on vigorous activity. According to the CDC, regular physical activity improves health in the following ways. It decreases the risk of dying prematurely, decreases the risk of dying from heart disease, and it decreases the risk of developing diabetes, high blood pressure, colon cancer. It promotes healthy bones and muscles and joints, and some studies show that exercise is more important in bone health than calcium. Also, exercise helps older adults to become stronger and better able to move without falling. Exercise decreases our cholesterol level. More specifically, it also decreases blood pressure. It increases our high-density lipoprotein, or our HDL cholesterol, which is our good cholesterol. And it improves our moods. It decreases tension and stress, decreases anxiety, and decreases depression. It improves sleep, and it decreases weight, and it promotes burning more stored fat. Physical activity speeds up your metabolism for up to 12 hours even after you stop exercising. So you'll burn more energy, more calories, even at rest. And exercise will give you more energy. It will increase the oxygen to your brain, and it will improve your memory and mental ability. It improves posture, and it slows the aging process. A report in the Journal of the American Medical Association found that physical activity, even at an older age, may help women live longer. Researchers found that women who walked the equivalent of 1 mile a day decreased their mortality rate by 50% compared to sedentary women. And the greatest benefits were seen, get this, in those over 75 years of age. So exercise will also boost your confidence. It will enhance your circulation. It will promote faster healing and decrease pain and stiffness of osteoarthritis by delivering blood to the joints. Exercise also aids in digestion. It promotes intestinal activity, decreasing constipation and decreasing gas. And even exercise will even decrease healthcare costs. General Motors offered a wellness program to over 23,000 of their employees. And they found that employees who had a regular exercise program had lower healthcare costs of $250 per year, less than those who did not exercise regularly. And they said that if obese, sedentary workers would exercise regularly, GM estimated a saving of $400 to $500 per worker per year, even when they did not lose any weight. One of the simplest forms of exercise is walking. And walking has the following benefits. It uses most or almost all of the body's bones and muscles. And almost everyone can do it. It's very inexpensive, although you may want to invest in a good pair of walking shoes. And walking is easy on the joints. The pace is easily adjusted, and it can be done anywhere, from shopping malls to the great outdoors. So you can get your exercise, your walking done, and get it done at the same time as you get sunshine and fresh air. And that's going to be important. We're going to be talking about those in future segments. And walking can be a sociable activity. Well, how much exercise should we get? The guidelines from the Centers for Disease Control recommend 2 hours and 30 minutes or 150 minutes of moderate intensity aerobic activity per week, or 75 minutes per week of vigorous exercise. And they also recommend, in addition to this, muscle strengthening activities like weightlifting 2 or more days a week. Well, let's define what moderate intensity aerobic activity is. That is an activity that will raise your heart rate. It will make you break into a sweat, and you'll be able to talk but not sing. It would be things like walking fast, water aerobics, riding a bike on level ground, playing doubles tennis, or pushing a lawnmower. What about vigorous activity? Well, that would be an activity that makes your breathing hard and fast. Your heart rate is going to go up quite a bit, and you'll be unable to say more than a few words without pausing for breath. That would be things such as jogging or running, swimming laps, riding a bike fast or on a hill, and playing singles tennis and playing basketball. Well, physical activity definitely does not need to be strenuous to provide health benefits, but it is important to include activity as part of a regular routine. Some exercise tips. Number 1, you want to always check with your doctor before starting any strenuous or vigorous activity, especially if you're not used to exercising, or if you are being treated for a medical condition, or if you are over 40. Exercise tip number 2 is to make physical activity a part of your life. So you can choose to walk rather than ride, park farther away, grow a garden, or take the stairs. You can play active games with the kids, use a push mower, walk the dog, or choose activities that are fun for you. Guideline or exercise tip number 3 is to establish an exercise routine. And number 4, you want to start with low intensity exercise followed with a few stretching exercises. And also you want to end with low intensity exercise to cool down and also include more stretching. And 150 minutes per week at least 10 minutes at a time. So basically, you can spread out your activity during the week, and you can spread it out, break it up into smaller chunks of time during the day. So as long as you are doing your activity at a moderate or vigorous effort for at least 10 minutes at a time, it will be beneficial. So exercise is cumulative. Now, we have seen how good exercise is for us, and we can incorporate it into our lives. So hopefully we won't say what Charles Schulz once said, "Exercise is a dirty word. Every time I hear it, I wash my mouth out with chocolate." We often come up with excuses why not to exercise. For example, you may think you are too old. Well, if that's your thought, you can join a class with others your age. You can join a seniors mall walking club, or water exercise classes, or a senior stretch program. You can check out your local YMCA or YWCA or county recreation program, and you can start your own program with a partner. If you think you're too fat, well, do you feel awkward or embarrassed to exercise? Join the club. Most people feel slightly silly when just starting out. Few regular exercisers have perfect physiques, and even a modest amount of regular exercise can help. If your excuse is that you're too weak, regular physical activity will give you more strength and energy. If you are too sick, once you're feeling better, regular physical activity will help you stay well. If you're too tired, regular physical activity gives you more energy and you'll be able to handle work and stress much better. If you are too busy, as little as 10 minutes of walking 3 times a week is beneficial to start with. So find ways to fit activity into your daily routines, and we've already covered this. Just think about it this way. What would fit your schedule better? Exercising 1 hour a day or being dead 24 hours a day? You may say, but I just don't have time. Well, for every hour people exercise, they live an extra 2 hours. So invest in your future, exercise. God made us to benefit from exercise, and even in the new earth, we will have gardens and vineyards to exercise in. So let's follow God's plan and be sure to incorporate some form of regular exercise into our lives. Isaiah 40:31 tells us, But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. Well, until next time, friends, may you live longer, happier, and healthier, the way your Creator intended it.